Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Wolf, Season 3, and this episode is called Currents. Big episode, someone dies in this episode, but mainly we get to see that Deedon is, Dr. Deedon, Scott's mentor, is kidnapped for this whole, sacrifice of the healers. So we get to see him kidnapped. Is he going to survive? Is he the one who dies? No, he actually isn't. Scott tries saving him. But actually the sheriff, Styles' father ends up saving him. And Scott and Styles do want to tell Styles' father, but that doesn't happen here. But we do get to see Styles' father go into action, save Deedon, because Scott wasn't able to because they had the ash around Deedon, because obviously werewolves can't go around the ash. But we also get to see that Scott is an alpha, or you don't have to steal anyone's powers for this alpha. You become alpha because of someone's characteristics, and that's Scott. And we know that Deedon's now wants Scott because of this, and not Derek. That's where we learn when Deedon is kidnapped and the sheriff saves Scott, saves Deedon, and Scott wasn't able to save Deedon. So that was cool. I'm excited to see more about the sheriff and see if he does figure it out, or if Styles tells his father. I think it is coming. They discussed it. I'm excited to see that, and how that might change the relationship of Styles and his father. And I'm excited to see him become more into the group. And it reminds me kind of Roswell, if you ever saw that show, how the sheriff was with all the aliens. So it kind of reminds me of that, and maybe having the law on their side, which is always a great thing to see. So that should be interesting. That was interesting in this episode, and that was a story here. Another story is Cora and Lydia and Styles team up in this episode to try to figure out, where is Deedon being held up? Because that's this whole episode. Where's Deedon? How do we save him? Half this episode's that, and then another half I'll talk about after. But, yeah, we get to see them all team up. A really weird team up with Cora in the mix. But, I liked it. I did. I really enjoyed the odd team up and Cora being in the mix. I really hope we see more of that. Loved how Styles was trying to figure out, Lydia, let's try to find Deedon with your supernatural somewhat powers. What are your powers? And I think Lydia really just doesn't know, and she's like, I get these weird things, but I'm no psychic, I can't tell the future. So I don't even think she knows what's going on. But she keeps saying, hey, I'm not psychic. And it was just hilarious how Styles tries to approach that, and that had to be one of my favorite scenes for this episode. It was hilarious. I really hope we find out what's going on with Lydia. I know after the Visionary episode next week, we are having like a whole Lydia episode where they use her powers or whatever. So hopefully we find out exactly the name of what's going on with her. I've been waiting for that for a while. I think we will after that Visionary episode, at least what the synopsis does sound like that. So I'm excited. I'm also very excited for the Visionary episode because we're learning more about Derek and his past. But yeah, that part was great with Lydia and Styles and all them, and I'll probably rewatch that scene. But that was definitely my favorite scene. Now let's get to the big part. We get to see that Derek, Boyd, and Isaac are having a showdown with the part of the Alpha Pack. And one of the things they want is Derek to be in their pack. Or, Deedon has an idea of what he wants with Derek. So how does Alpha get into the Alpha Pack is to kill his own pack. And that's how you get into the Alpha Pack. So, pretty much, the Alpha Pack makes Derek kill Boyd. Yeah, Boyd is the person who dies. And, I was sad. I knew Boyd was going to die beforehand, because my brother actually spoiled it for me. I didn't watch the episode live, and, my brother doesn't watch Teen Wolf, but he's on Twitter, and he's like, who's Boyd? He died. So that kind of ruined, he spoiled it on purpose just to get me upset. But, he's trying to spoil the whole episode, and I was like, oh, now I know Boyd died. So it wasn't as much of a shocker to me, but I think Boyd was a little bit of an expendable character, so I could see him dying. Like, if Isaac died, I think it would be a little bit more of an impact. But I was upset when Boyd died. I think more what I was upset was that Derek did it, and what is Derek going to do now that he did kill one of his pack members? And that's Boyd, and how's this going to how is this going to affect him? So I think that's something I'm really interested in, and what I was really interested with Boyd's death. I thought it was really well done, his death. The water scene was great, that they had all the water on the floor. It was great for the action sequences. I really liked that. The Boyd's death, I couldn't really hear what he's saying. I mean, maybe it was just me, but obviously he's dying. So, but I felt like he's mumbling. I really, really had to try to figure out what he was saying. Mostly it was about Erica. What happens with the lunar eclipse, which is definitely a question I want to learn about in the Teen Wolf universe. What does happen with a lunar eclipse and werewolves? So, it was also cool to see Erica's last moment. Just see Erica again was really great. But I feel like Boyd was a little bit of an expendable character. I don't know if he had the best death, but I really like to see how Cora and Derek both reacted to the death. So yeah, I was upset, but I don't think it was a total shocker to me. But also because we knew someone was going to die, and I had a feeling it was either going to be Deedon or Boyd, and Boyd, I think, is the most expendable character from the pack. So it's cool, not the best death I've seen, but it was a pretty cool death, and it definitely gets you a little heartbroken. But again, I'm glad it wasn't Isaac. Also, another big point is that Danny did some project on all these electro currents. And what does that mean that Danny's connected to this somehow? And I would like to see how he's connected. I really don't know how he knew all these things and why he picked that project. And I think that's interesting to see more of Danny. And more Danny and Ethan was really nice in that beginning of this episode. That was really cool. So hopefully we do learn a little bit more about Danny and how he's connected to all this, because that just makes us have more questions. But yeah, this was a really, really good episode. It's competing against Motel California, because that was a really good episode also. I don't know what I would pick. Maybe Motel California, because that was a really good episode. But this was really good also. Really a top pick from this season. It was really, had a lot of action, had a lot of story, edge of your seat moments, laughter, and comedic relief from Styles, which is always great. And I love that, just Cora, Lydia, and Styles teaming up. That was just the best part of this episode for me. But yeah, good episode, really good episode. I can't wait to see where the season goes. I think, the beginning of the season was a little bit on the slow side, but now it's really picking up, and it just keeps getting better and better, and you really see why you like Teen Wolf with these episodes. The storytelling is just great, and the action sequences and the transitions in this episode were really good. So tell me in the comments below, what did you think about this episode? I thought it was really good. What did you enjoy? One step closer to seeing what Lydia is, hopefully. I feel like we're one step closer. And tell me what you thought about Boyd's death, of course, because that's a big thing. What do you think is going to happen with Derek now? Tell me in the comments below what you thought. Oh, do you think Styles' father is going to find out about the whole werewolf thing? I don't know. But I'm excited for next episode, especially the episode after that. So, and especially next episode also. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.